Hey everyone, Social Security just made a huge announcement today, and if you or someone you know has had their benefits reduced because of the Windfall Elimination Provision or the government pension offset, this could mean thousands of dollars coming your way soon. Starting immediately, Social Security is issuing retroactive payments and increasing monthly benefits, and it's happening way faster than anyone expected. That means money that should have been in your pocket months ago could be hitting your bank account within weeks. A lot of people don't even know this is happening yet, so let's break down what this means for you and how to make sure you get every dollar you're owed. Before we get into the details, if you find this kind of information helpful, consider subscribing. Staying informed about Social Security changes could help you or someone in your family avoid missing out on money that's rightfully theirs. So, let's start with the basics. If you've ever worked a job where you didn't pay Social Security taxes but still earned a pension, like certain teachers, firefighters, police officers, or federal employees, then you might have been affected by either the Windfall Elimination Provision or the government pension offset. For decades, these rules have reduced or completely eliminated Social Security benefits for people who worked outside the Social Security system but later qualified for benefits in some way. For example, if you worked as a public school teacher in a state where teachers don't pay into Social Security, then switched to a job that did, your benefits might have been cut under the WEP. The same goes for surviving spouses affected by the GPO, where their Social Security survivor benefits were drastically reduced or wiped out altogether because they had a government pension. This has impacted over 3.2 million people, many of whom had no idea what was happening until they retired and saw their expected benefits slashed. But now, that's changing. The Social Security Fairness Act is officially in effect, which means these reductions are gone. And not just going forward, but retroactively. If you were supposed to be getting more money starting in January 2024, Social Security will issue a one-time lump sum payment for those missing months. Most people will see that money by the end of March, and after that, higher monthly benefits will kick in starting with the April payment. Now, this is important. Social Security originally estimated that it would take a year or more to roll out these payments, but instead, they're moving fast. The majority of cases are being processed automatically, meaning most people won't have to do anything, the money will just show up in their account. However, for those with more complex cases, maybe due to a mix of work history, pensions, or survivor benefits, those payments might take longer since they have to be handled manually. So, what should you do right now if you think you're affected? First, check your Social Security account online or wait for a mailed notice. The SSA is sending out letters explaining any changes, but many people will see their retroactive payment in their bank account before they even get the notice. If you're wondering about your new benefit amount, wait until after your April payment arrives before reaching out to Social Security. That's when the new higher amount will be reflected. And here's another thing, if you were previously denied Social Security benefits or had them reduced because of WEP or GPO, this might be a good time to recheck your eligibility. Some people may now qualify for benefits they weren't eligible for before. That could mean a new monthly check coming your way, even if you thought you weren't entitled to anything before. And one of the biggest concerns people have is whether they need to take action to claim these payments. In most cases, no. Social Security is handling this automatically. However, if you've recently changed banks, moved, or had any major updates to your account, it's a good idea to double-check that your information is up to date so there are no delays in receiving your money. Now, let's talk about what this means in real numbers. The actual increase in benefits will vary from person to person depending on your pension amount, your Social Security work history, and the type of benefit you're receiving. Some people will see a modest increase, while others could see a huge difference, especially if their benefits were previously cut down to almost nothing. And for those who qualify for retroactive payments, we're talking about a lump sum that could be several $1,000s, depending on how much they were shorted. The key takeaway here is that this is not just a small adjustment, it's a major shift that's putting money back into the hands of people who earned it. And, with Social Security handling this much faster than expected, most people will see the impact within weeks, not years. So, if you or a family member has been affected by WEP or GPO, now is the time to pay attention. Check your bank account, keep an eye on your mail for the Social Security notice, and if anything looks off, don't be afraid to follow up. And, if this information helped you, consider sharing it. A lot of people still don't know these payments are coming, and no one should miss out on money they're owed simply because they weren't aware of the change. So, let me know in the comments if you think you'll be getting a retroactive payment or if you've been affected by WEP or GPO before. I'd love to hear your experiences, and if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.